I'm washing my face, but the hands aren't mine. They're pale as a winter moon, tracing the jaw and the skeletal line of a body that left too soon. I'm wearing your sweater, it's frayed at the wrist, a cage made of cotton and thread. I'm walking through rooms in a permanent mist, between the living and the dead. I check the pulse at the base of my throat, but I don't feel a thing at all. I'm just a hollow, discarded coat hanging on a hook in the hall. There's a ghost in my skin where I used to be. A stranger is living inside of me. I'm haunted by habits and echoing halls, writing your name on the interior walls. The mirror is empty, the light's getting thin. I'm just a ghost in my skin. I go to the market, I buy the same fruit, but I've forgotten the taste of the red. I'm a tree in the city with no one to root, just a flicker of static instead. People, they talk and I mirror their grin, but the glass is starting to crack. I'm looking for exits to let myself in, but I can't find the way to get back. There's a ghost in my skin where I used to be. A stranger is living inside of me. I'm haunted by habits and echoing halls, writing your name on the interior walls. The mirror is empty, the light's getting thin. I'm just a ghost in my skin. Where did I go? Who took the keys? I'm shivering now in a 30-degree breeze. I'm a house with no furniture, a book with no ink. I'm standing right here on the edge of the flicker, fade, the shadow I made is the only thing left. Ghost in my skin, ghost in my skin. Turn the lamp down to a golden glow. I don't want to see the things we know. Keep the curtains drawn against the street, where the world is loud and the air is sweet. In the daylight, we're a jagged mess, two ghosts in a game of checkers and chess. But when the sun dips low and the shadows creep, we find a promise we can almost keep. Don't flip the switch, don't break the spell. There's a comfort in the things we never tell. In the amber hue, you look like mine, and for a moment, everything is fine. We got a love in low light, beautiful because it's out of sight, blurring every edge and every lie. Underneath this artificial sky, it only feels real when the moon is high. Just a love in low light. Yeah, love in low light. I can't see the tired in your eyes, or the way we've mastered our disguise. In the half dark, we're a masterpiece, a momentary, quiet kind of peace. But the morning is a hunter on the prowl, waiting to reveal the why and how. So let's stay here in the violet shades before the magic inevitably fades. Got a love in low light, beautiful because it's out of sight, blurring every edge and every lie underneath this artificial sky. It only feels real when the moon is high. Just a love in low light, yeah, love in low light. Maybe we're just scared of the sun, afraid to see what we've actually done. So keep the dimmers down, keep the candles lit. If this is a dream, let's stay in it for a bit. Just for a bit. Just for a bit. Low light, don't look too close. You're the one I love the most. In the low This room is 1,000 years old. It's thick like a blanket of dust. I try to inhale, but the spirit is cold and the machinery's starting to rust. I'm counting the cracks where the ceiling meets wall, a map of the places we've been. I'm waiting for gravity, waiting to fall through the floorboards and under my skin. They say just take a breath, like it's easy as closing your eyes. But the oxygen's gone and it's replaced by your lies. And I've got lungs made of lead, dragging me down to the bottom of the bed. Every sigh is a stone, every word is a weight. I'm trying to scream, but it's always too late. Yeah, the atmosphere's heavy, heavy, and the sky is a threat. When you're trying to breathe with these lungs made of I walk to the window to catch a stray breeze, but the wind doesn't recognize me. I'm buckling down on my shaking knees like a ship that's been lost at the sea. Your name is a vapor I can't quite escape. It's poisoning every exhale. The ghost of your shadow, the ghost of your shape is the wind in my tattered sail. And I've got lungs made of lead, dragging me down to the bottom of the bed. Every sigh is a stone, every word is a weight. I'm trying to scream, but it's always too late. Yeah, the atmosphere's heavy, and the sky is a threat. When you're trying to breathe with these lungs made of lead. Sink into the mattress, into the deep. A promise you made is a promise I keep, but it's pulling me under, it's pinning me down in a dry kind of ocean where I'm starting to drown. One breath, two, still thinking of you. We built a cathedral out of old receipts and snapshots of us on the city streets. Folded the corners to make us fit, then looked for a match just to brighten it. It's a fragile architecture, thin and white, a temporary shelter for a single night. We're dancing on pages of things we said, with a gallon of gasoline under the bed. One spark is a riot, one look is a flare. I can smell the ozone in your hair. We aren't made of stone, we aren't made of glass. We're just the oxygen waiting to pass. And oh, paper hearts burn fast. Nothing this hollow was ever gonna last. Catching the wind like a kite in a storm. We're only alive when we're keeping it warm. Watch the edges curve, watch the memories go in a bright orange flash, in a terrifying show. Yeah, paper hearts burn fast. The ink is running in the summer heat. Our history's dissolving into something sweet, but sweet turns to bitter when the fire takes hold, and the story we wrote is no longer told. I'm reaching for your hand through the rising smoke, but the structure is charcoal, the promise is broke. We're just a headline in a dying flame. I'm forgetting your face while I scream your name. And oh, paper hearts burn fast. Nothing this hollow was ever gonna last. Catching the wind like a kite in a storm. We're only alive when we're keeping it warm. Watch the edges curl, watch the memories go in a bright orange flash, in a terrifying show. Yeah, paper hearts burn fast. It doesn't take much, just a friction, a touch. From the white to the gray to the blowing away. Ash on the sleeves of my favorite coat, the ghost of a letter that I never wrote. Just a pile of dust on the grass. Paper hearts burn fast. Paper hearts burn The clock is a hammer, the seconds are nails, tacking the shadows to the floor. I'm breathing in circles, the oxygen fails like a ghost at a locked up door. The pillowcase feels like a desert tonight. burning cheek. I'm searching for warmth in the blue phone light, but the battery is getting weak. And I'm tired of the how are yous, and they give it a little time, because the clock doesn't move when you're stuck in a losing climb. Oh, there's salt in the sleep tonight, stinging the edge of a dream. Tears are the only thing holding me tight, ripping the ghost from the seam. I'm drowning in a bed that's too wide and too deep, waking up bitter with salt in the sleep. I remember the rhythm of your breath on my neck. Now it's just the hum of the wall. Every memory's a wave, and I'm just a wreck, waiting for the tide to fall. They say that the ocean is where we begin. Well, I've got an ocean in my room, making a map out of grief and sin inside this velvet tomb. Oh, there's salt in the sleep tonight, stinging the edge of a dream. Tears are the only thing holding me tight, ripping the ghost from the seam. I'm drowning in a bed that's too wide and too deep, waking up bitter with salt. Rubbing my eyes till they're red, wishing I could clear my head. But the morning is coming, a pale gray light, and I'm still tasting the salt from the night, the salt from